Now let me finish with Spurgeon. It's always good to finish with Spurgeon. Because Spurgeon's conversion is a wonderful illustration of this very principle. If you know the details, forgive me if I reiterate them just for a moment. But remember, he's going off to church as a boy. It's a miserable morning. It's snowing. He decides that he'll bail on the church that he's planning to go to when he turns into a small Methodist chapel that he was unaware of, only to discover that there were precious few people in the building, and the minister himself was not there, and some gentleman was there in his place. A gentleman of rather limited abilities, it might be said. It was a December morning, it was 1849. And Spurgeon says that the great longing of his heart was only one thing. He wanted to know how he could be saved. He wanted to know how he could be saved. A simple man, Spurgeon referred to him as really stupid, quotes. Spurgeon had a way with words. A great hero of mine, as you would think. And he stood in the pulpit and he read the text, "Look unto me and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth." The preacher began, quotes, "This is a very simple text indeed." It says, "Look." Now looking don't take a great deal of pain. It ain't lifting your foot or your finger. It's just look. Well, a man needn't go to college to learn to look. You may be the biggest fool, and yet you can look. A man needn't be worth 1,000 a year to look. Anyone can look. Even a child can look. But the text says, "Look unto me." Many of you are looking to yourselves, but it's no use looking there. You'll never find any comfort in yourselves. Some of you say, "We must wait for the Spirit's working." You have no business with that just now. Look to Christ. The text says, "Look unto me." Spurgeon writes, after the good man managed to spin out about 10 minutes or so on Christ's death, burial, and resurrection, Spurgeon says he was at the end of his tether. Then he looked at me under the gallery, just fixing his eyes on me as if he knew all my heart. He said, "Young man, you look very miserable, and you will always be miserable. Miserable in life and miserable in death if you don't obey my text. But if you obey now, this moment, you will be saved." Then lifting up his hands, he shouted, "Young man, look to Jesus Christ. Look, look, look. You have nothing to do but look and live." I saw at once the way of salvation. I know not what else he said. I did not take much notice of it. I was so possessed with that one charming word, it seemed to me. Oh, I looked until I could almost have looked my eyes away. Then and there the cloud was gone, the darkness had rolled away, and the moment I saw the sun, and I felt I could have sprang from my seat that instant and sang with the most enthusiastic of those Methodist brethren of the precious blood of Christ and the simple faith which looks alone to him. Oh, that somebody had told me this before. Trust Christ, and you shall be saved. And what's on Spurgeon's tombstone? Ere since by faith I saw the stream, thy flowing wounds supply. Redeeming love has been my theme, and shall be till I die. That, my friends, is what it means, at least in measure, to take up the helmet of salvation.